the card we're going to be doing today. Isn't it pretty? I love this DSP, and this stamp set we're gonna lose, and I am so disappointed with that because I really do like the color and contour stamp set, but especially the dies. These dies are unreal. But anyways, I use this die, and I cut this one as at 1 inch. I cut it at 1 inch and then I did the die. But the next one I did 3/4 because I think you need more card here to balance out the DSP there. So I've changed that. So I cut it at 3/4. Then I put this die along the edge, ran it through your die cutting machine, and left it at that. So we will get going here. I use the color and contour, this one, and I believe that's all I used of that, except for the die that I just showed you to cut the edge. Now I use the textured floral dies. I use this one here and this one. That's it. But that's the textured floral, and it's carrying over. It will not be a bundle. I think it's a bundle right now, but it will not be a bundle in the new catalog. I took the painted lavender and I got the butterflies out of here, and I just stamped them in lemon lolly and then cut them out. This is the Natural Prints dies, and I used this one, this, and this. They're all the same, so I could run it through. I did 5 of them, so I could run it through twice, and I had all I needed. But this and this, I ran it through twice. Put that aside. Well, yeah, if it goes in. What am I doing wrong? There it is. And I use my Lighter Than Air DSP, which I absolutely love. These colors are amazing. I use this one, which is has that as the back, which I also love that one very much. So we will get started. I have things done already. I did 2 of these. I did this in Lost Lagoon, just 1. I did 2 of these in Parakeet Party. I did 2 of those in Granny Apple Green, and this is in Starry Sky. And I stamped 2 of the butterflies because I wanted 2 big butterflies and a little butterfly, so I would have 3. So then I stamped this and die cut it, and I put dark lemon lolly on the center, and I'm going to do that with this. And now, ouch. Now I am going to put Winka Stella on this, and on this one, and hopefully I got that all. And this one. There we go. So I will show you what I did. I took this and I went forward. Now try not to pull your petals off the flower, but you're wanting to make it go forward. See how it bends forward? Now I'm just going to take the very ends and make them go backwards. and go, oh my goodness, excuse me, sorry about that. Go around the edge so that it goes backwards. If you want, you can take something like this. Actually, this. Oh, here. This is better. And go round like that, and it will pop up, and you're just kind of breaking the fibers a little bit. And then you're going to put, oh, I did have it, dimensionals on here. I use 1.5. All those little half pieces. I just like one on each side so it can't wiggle. I'm obsessed with not wiggling. You don't have to. That's me. Okay, now I'm coming in here and I am cutting this off. Now I am so that one's pretty round, so it's not bad at all. This one, I'm just going to round this one up and this one up. I don't know how much of it's going to be showing. I don't think much down here, but I would just rather have them up to where they're supposed to be rounded than them show and not be. So just like that. And then I'm coming in with this, and I am going to take that off and take that off. Then I'm coming along here and taking that one off and going to round this so it looks like a pointed leaf. Then I'm just going to cut that one. It just, you will see where the natural branches are and just cut them. I'm going to cut that off because I don't need it. And I don't know how much of this I'm going to need, so I'm just going to quickly do a couple here. There. And there. I'm just going to fill in where I think it's needed. Does that make sense? Don't need that. So these are dimensionaled up, so I'm just going to take these backs off, and it's just so easy, much easier if I use my picky tool. I've lost my my one tool. There it is. My picky tool's here. Yay! It came back. It wasn't there yesterday. I've lost my pen now. I keep losing stuff all the time because I have little helpers. And, oh, before I do this, oh, shoot. I wanted to Okay. That obviously was not stuck on back here. Sorry about this, but better I make a mistake than you. There. I did the same with that one. Oh. I don't know. But anyways, doesn't matter. We'll fix it. I am taking my dottage and I'm going along here. It's very random. It's not the whole thing. It's just, yeah, it is. Just, and then I kind of went over it with the very little color that was left on there. Now I'm going to put my daisies. There's the other one. That's where it is. It's basically in the middle. It just gives a little extra depth to the card by having the dottage there. There's no right, no wrong. It's what you think. How you can follow along with mine, but you don't have to. You can do your own thing and put yours where you want to. It's very subjective. See, I like the long one for here because it kind of fills up this area. Got to make sure I'm putting it right side up. There. And there it is. And there. Now I'm going to cut this stem off because there's no point in having it. And then just glue this. And it's just barely glued. But I am coming in here. You're just trying to make it look like these would be in a garden. There's different foliage, there's different colors, and there's certainly different shapes of leaves. And this one is going in the corner again too. Just kind of fills these corners up. And these I cut in half. There's my scissors. Like that. Because that way, well, I had two of them. Well, how in the world could I lose it? There it is. Oh, I would lose my head if it wasn't attached, it seems. It's crazy. And I'm just going to cut these stems down because I don't need them. Oh, that one did not cut well, it seems. There we go. Die cut didn't do a good job, I guess. Or I wasn't very careful. Could be user error. It's been known to be user error before. Well, stay there. So you can end up putting these wherever, like I said. It's totally your choice. Just don't put a lot of glue on them. And make sure that you dimensionalized your flowers, because it just makes putting down the leaves so much easier. It's very difficult if you don't raise those flowers up. Ask me how I know. I am a big proponent of not using many dimensionals, because if you use a lot, which a lot of demonstrators do, which not a problem, but it sometimes makes it challenging for certain post offices to mail your cards. And if you only use like one layer of them, then it's not too bad. But some people like stack them, like stack this layer upon this layer upon this layer, and it's like, oh, I don't like that. It's very, I'm cheap. I should say I'm frugal, and I don't like to waste money. Well, especially now with everything going on, you don't want to waste money. No, I think this is going to go down here. And remember, you got to keep it within the confines of the card. Now, there is going to be blue on the outside, so it's fine. And there is this edge that is fine. Just over here, you have to really be careful. I'm dropping things. It's so quiet here. Dominic's sleeping. He fell asleep. He wanted to stay with Mama. Everybody's gone away. They're working on building my garden beds. I want to change things up this year and make it so that it's easier for me to do things. So we're building beds 30 inches, 36 inches tall, something like that. Just so that I don't have to bend over. I have degenerative disc in my back, and it just, plus I need a hip and a knee replaced. So I have lots of stuff that just makes it easier if I don't have to bend over. So they're out doing those, which is wonderful, because I need to get some of them planted. Well, I did glue you. I just didn't glue very much, I guess. I try not to do big blobs because I don't want glue all over the place. I want it to be glue free and not sticky. And I have one more that's upside down. So turn it this way. Just makes it easier. And it is going in here. Yeah, really. Actually, I should do one up here. I just, we've had a lot of heavy winds blowing the last couple days, and I got a picture from my daughter of their trampoline, and they have the netting around the trampoline. The wind bent the pipes that hold that netting onto the trampoline, bent them down to the trampoline, like boom, tore the netting. And I'm thinking they're going to have to replace it because it was that bad. Hopefully Dave can straighten the pipes, and maybe Caitlin can sew the net back together or staple it or something, but I'm thinking probably not, which is too bad because they're not cheap. Okay. Struggling to see which side is the right side here. I suppose if I can't see it, no one else will, but I'm thinking that they probably got better eyesight than I do. See how this is Starry Sky, how it just makes the image pop because it's there amongst the green. It's like, wow, it just brings it alive. So do you do a garden? Do you have the gardening gene in you? My father, my mom too, but mostly my father, he loved to garden. So he spent a lot of time, well, they both did, but I think it was mostly, she liked the results of what they got, and so she worked along with them, and they always had a fairly big garden. And I got used to having all that produce and fresh from the garden, delicious stuff, and it's like, we don't have a lot of space in our backyard. It's a fairly tiny backyard, unfortunately, but it's hopefully with these raised beds and not doing anything on the ground, I can make a nice flower bed out there. Or not a flower bed. I do have flowers, but it's not a whole bed that I'm going to use for flowers. I need my flowers to pollinate, of course, but I'm not doing solid beds of flowers. We just don't have the room. We have flower beds at the front of the house, and we have a raised bed at the back right now. Well, two. It's kind of terraced, so we have two. One's a lot smaller than the other. And we put that in when we moved here. Oh, that cost a lot, but it was well worth it. Just get that in. We had standing water in our backyard, and the first year the kids could not go outside and play in the backyard because we had so many mosquitoes. And it's like, oh, we can't have that. They need to be out. They need to be walking around, playing, doing their thing. We cannot have this staying in. That just doesn't work. Well, I've lost my other butterfly, but it's a good thing I've got more. I wondered if I would do it because it's so tiny. Just... these butterflies are so cute, but they are tiny and hard to work with because they're so tiny. And I am just going to do this. And I got it there, and I'm going to put it on the back of there, and it's going to go down here, and then we're going to do this what is it called? Metallic woven ribbon, and it's Starry Sky. And it's 15 inches long, and I just take my meat fork, serving fork, and wrap it around. I think I did 4 times. Nope. I don't know, 3 times maybe? I was thinking I did 4. But thoughts can be deceiving. You get 10 yards with it, so you have lots, so it doesn't matter how much you use. You can wrap it around a lot of times. Now I'm just going to take that one and I'm going to stick it right in there, and then I'm going to take this and I am going to put it right in there, and then I'm going to fluff it up. Yep, there's 3 bows, and that just gives it more width, because most bows are kind of like 1/2 inch, 3/8 inch, something like that, and this just makes it a little bit easier, wider. Okay, so now I'm coming in with this, and it's going to go like that. If you want more of these showing like I have on here, just cut it down 1/2 inch and then do your die cut on top. I love these two DSP, both sides. It's hard to pick what side is I like better. They're both so nice. There we go. Now this is going to go right down here on the edge, and you want to make sure that it's centered. As much here as here as here. See, isn't that pretty? So pretty. Now I need this so that I can get rid of that. I used Smoky Slate to stamp the daisy. And I stamped it off. Then you can put something in the center, or you can just come along and, because you're not doing much, pull it away from the back and color it in like that, which is just easier. And if you want to put the wink of Stella on, you do the same thing. Just like that. Now I have to get that away. What do you think of my card? I need to clean up a bit so I can get... There it is. It's like, what did I do with my card? Do give me a like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'm still 5 people away from my goal. Then I'll have another goal. But anyways, so thank you for being here. You are... it just means so much to me that you take so much time out of your busy day to spend with me, and I do appreciate it. From my heart, I really, truly appreciate it. Thanks so much. Bye now.